Hi, it's Greg Archer with MovieWeb. How are you both today?
Very well,
Hello.
thank you. How are you?
Good.
Wonderful. Thank you for asking, and congratulations. What an epic adventure. Um, so there you are, the two of you playing brothers in this, and you're at the table reading with Anthony Hopkins, or however it goes. But there you are, the first day of shooting with Anthony Hopkins. What is going through your mind?
I went first, so I'll go first now. I think it was a very sweaty day for me under the toga, quite a nervous day under the toga. I was sort of just like, obviously, like, you're nervous. This guy's a blooming legend. But I'm also in my head, I'm like, okay, I've got to go in and do a scene with this guy, and he's an actor and he wants to do a great scene too. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, right? At which point Anthony walks in and comes immediately up to me and gives me a fist bump. How's it going? Jojo, how's it going? Tony, what's happening? And instantly at ease. And from that moment on, amazing. Every day was an absolute pleasure and a privilege.
I love that. And how about you, sir?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. I mean, if this was intentional from the schedulers or the producers, it was really smart. So the first day Anthony was in, myself and Joe both have quite a few heavy scenes with Anthony one-on-one, if you like, and they scheduled a big one for the morning for Jojo and a big one in the afternoon for me. And so it meant that we both had a moment where we could just meet Anthony as our characters, but more importantly as the people we are, you know? So me and Joe the night before were going, tomorrow's the day, man. Like, this is going to be something special. And then as I walked in, as Joe was walking out, clearly Joe had a good time and he just gave me a wink and he was like, it's great, man. I was like, okay, it's great, good. So I walked in thinking, what do I do? And just like Jojo, Anthony was chatting to people, got straight up, walked across the room, shook my hand. It was like, hey man, I'm Tony. It's like, good to meet you, Tony. And then it just felt like, right, we just get to work. And you got to kind of put all the thoughts of everything Anthony is out your mind and just play the scene. And he was just like the best person to act with in the world, just constantly playing and pushing and supportive and alive and smart, and yeah, it was a dream.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. If each of you can answer this, how do you feel this series will blow people away?
I don't think that there has been a show about ancient Rome that's going to hit the same sort of scale and just how huge and enormous and expansive this show is, and delving into parts of Rome that I don't think people have seen before. And on top of that, every single storyline in it, particularly me and Tom's, of course, is gripping.
I think Joe's right. I think the Roman Empire is something that, if you follow that viral idea, think about all the time. But I think looking at a period of history for the Roman Empire that's maybe not always been looked into from a dramatic sense, at least, and throwing into that the scale of the builds, the sets, they were just overwhelmingly big and showed you the grand scale of things. And then the technological advances that have been used on this that really hopefully make it thrilling and give it an angle cinematographically that people haven't seen before. And then give that, bring in an actor like Anthony, and then add to that Roland, and give it to Roland and his understanding of how to create these fantastic films that also hold their size and scale with such effortlessness. Hopefully it's going to be a really wonderful world to immerse yourself in, and hopefully it really does immerse you. I can't see any reason why it shouldn't.
Exactly. Thank you again, both of you, for your time, and congrats on this. You're both wonderful in it.